This is Lewis Hart from Into Boxing. Delighted today to be joined for the first time of Adam Smith. How are we?
Lewis, I'm very good. How are you?
I'm doing good, mate. We're here for Katie Taylor versus Carabao. Is that what brings you here today, Katie Taylor?
Yeah, I know Katie very well. She's a family friend as well as obviously been a colleague for many years. And yeah, we came up to have a chat with her about the growth of women's boxing, which has been phenomenal. She absolutely loved our show a couple of weeks ago with Clarissa and Savannah, and she's very modest, Katie, but I think she's there's so much responsibility that she has brought to boxing. I think that she's been the pioneer. I think back to the Olympics when she was carrying the flag and for Ireland, and that fight with Tasha Jonas. Obviously she turned pro here in 2016, and 6 years on she's back off her great win over Amanda Serrano. But yeah, she's brilliant. I asked her about whether she or Clarissa Clarissa's the quote and how she feels about that, and she's just really excited that there's so many great women out there now. And I know Ellie Scotney's here. She's on the card. She's a fan of hers, and so it's brilliant. And Lauren and Caris and Caroline, they all look up to the likes of Katie or Clarissa or Savannah, and it's fantastic for women's boxing. So yeah, I came to have a chat with Katie, and I'm bringing my girls up to see her fight on Saturday. So just popped up the road.
Isn't it incredible that, like you said, you're having debates, who's the GWOAT? Is it Clarissa Shields? Is it Katie Taylor? These are two pioneers of the game, and it's great that we've got to this stage now in women's boxing where we're having debates about who's better than who. And we're even talking about styles making fights. Like I said, the level is just getting better and better.
I think it's brilliant. I think what Boxer and Sky have done in the last year as well, Ben and I sat down, and it was very important for us to build the biggest female stable in the world, which is what we did with Tasha and Savannah, and bringing Caroline on quickly, and then the dynamic duo of Lauren and Caris, who I'm really excited about. And then, as you saw, every single one of the women on the card the other night at the O2, they've got so much potential ahead. Shannon Ryan particularly impressing me. She's back on our show on the 27th of November. So yeah, it's a great time for female boxing. Tasha Jonas headlines our next fight night in Manchester. On top of a really good fight with Casey Benjamin and Dalton Smith and Fraser Clark, and the Ricky Hatton exhibition night. And it's Tasha Jonas who's quite rightly topping the show, going for her third world title belt at her wrong weight, which is extraordinary. And I know she's got the hunger. She's been inspired even at her stage in her career to go again. And I was talking to Katie earlier, and she's got no signs of slowing down. She wants to carry on. She's got many more ambitions. So it's fantastic. The future's very, very rosy.
Going on to that Manchester card, obviously the Ricky Hatton card is after. How is that going to work in terms of time, and how is that going to work in terms of time? Is it going to be straight after the card, or is there any concerns that it might be a late finish in Manchester?
Yeah, I think it's going to be after the show. I think we're going to complete ours, and then it's going to be a slightly separate entity. But yeah, we'll all don our hats to Ricky and Marco, and they've been legends of the sport, and it's great. Big Fraser, I've just seen Big Fraser Clark's on the card that night, and it should be a really good show in Manchester. It's always good in the arena there. So we're looking forward to that, November 12th.
Just have to wrap up now. Just finishing off. You just announced the card at Alexandra Palace on November the 27th. You've also got Matchroom and Queensbury both doing a show on the same day, on the same weekend, all in London. Is there any other concerns about going on the same weekend as them?
Well, we're going on the Sunday, so the Saturday night is Dillian's fighting here, and Zach Parker's fighting. We felt that we wanted to do something a bit different. That's what we showed the other week. Boxer are looking to innovate and freshen up, and we felt a Sunday afternoon show would be perfect. It's a breakthrough show. Our young stars on, and Adam Azim topping against Ryland Charlton, and really looking forward to seeing that fight. It should be an absolute humdinger for as long as it lasts. And Ryland will give it everything, but I think Adam's pretty special.
How important is it now, the way you progress Adam Azim, who's got massive hype about him, such a massive talent? How important is it that you take the right steps for his career and not take a step in his career that could potentially affect him massively?
It's crucial. Matchmaking is very tough, very difficult, finding the right time to strike. But Adam is making waves through these preliminary opponents. So we have to move him up. So Ryland Charlton is the next test. Let's see how he gets on against Ryland. But I'm sure he'll be fighting for titles pretty soon. It's hard to hold him back. He wants to be the youngest world champion, and he has those dreams, but he's got very, very good people around him with Ben Shalom and the McGuigans and obviously us. So we'll make sure that he makes the right moves.
Adam, really appreciate your time. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Thank you.